Haumitakuyapi. Hello, everyone. And let's continue with our dialogue that we're building for these mini lessons. And as I said in the previous lesson, and I will probably say it in every video, every mini lesson, that the purpose of these mini lessons is to show you examples of how a dialogue can go. So I am presenting you some possibilities. What I like to do is teach you how to start a dialogue and end a dialogue first. And then we fill everything up in between. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Also, as I said in the previous video, the mini lesson 4 concerning sentence endings, I'm not always going to use them. And I gave you the reasons why in the previous one, yeah, in the mini lesson 4. So if you have not listened to the previous mini lesson, which is mini lesson 4, I highly advise and recommend that you do take that time to listen to it because there's very important information on there. And I don't want to repeat that because that was 30 minutes long. and I want to keep your attention. if I talk too much, and pretty soon I forget what I'm saying. Not that bad. Anyway, let's continue with this dialogue. We're going to talk about two people are meeting each other for the first time, and they are going through the introductions. Okay, so that's what this part will focus more on, and actually, yeah, we'll do a little bit more on this in the next lessons too. Okay, it's very common information, and I will say a few things on this. Okay, so now I will put on what I would like to teach you for this mini lesson, and here it is. You should see this on the screen now. Okay, first of all, let me go through the words. David, or that's me. Emachiapi means I am called, and a lot of times people will use this word for what is your name, but to say what is your name would involve different words. But I don't want to go through that because this word is what you hear among fluent speakers. Emachiapi. Yeah? Emachiapi. This is the word for I am called. This word emachiapi has two things in it. The ma part. Emachiapi. That ma is I. The rest of the word is called or am called. So, David emachiapi. Nadaganichab ho. Now, this time I said it in a formal way. When a man is asking a question and he's using ho, this says something. It means either he's in a very formal setting or it's like business. You know what I mean? It's not like, this is a friendly place to be. So when a man is extending friendship to somebody that he's meeting for the first time, he will say he. So that's why I said that in the first time. I said, Nataganichab he. When I say that, that means I'm extending friendship to whoever it is I'm meeting for the first time. And the situation might be informal, like at a powwow or at McDonald's. Or at the Tanija stand at the powwow. Oh, shucks. Anyway, so emachiapi, I am called. Now, the next part was natag enichab ho. or he, depending on your intention. Yeah, I will say both, okay? And na means and. Dag is short for daku, which means what? Inichiab is a short way to say inichiapi. Okay? So it's, you look at the words, they're very similar. Emachiapi, you see that where it says David Emachiapi, and just the second half of the sentence, you see enichiap. As I said, this is a short way to say inichiapi. It's just the I is missing at the end. Now, inichiapi or inichiab mean the same thing. It means you are called. You see the ni, the n as a no, and then the I at the beginning after the e? Yeah, the ni. That is you. Okay? I mean, not you as a person, but you, whoever you're talking to. So, inichiabi or inichiab means you are called. And from mini lesson 4, you learned ho and he. Okay? So I don't have to repeat that all the time. So, you look at the English and you see what I was saying. I am called David, and what are you called, or what is your name? Okay? And then so the answer would be, whatever the person's name is, and then he would or she would say emachiapi. Women always say he at the end of their questions. I just thought better throw that in there. Okay? All right. So then the next one, washite dayan atachie. No, I'm not using any gender endings because I'm extending friendship. So I'm choosing to say dagnichab he. I'm choosing to extend friendship, so I'm not using gender endings. So I say washite dayan atachie. Washite means good. Dayan is another word for good, but it's like more like nice. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. This. You sit down on your favorite commodity box. Hey. No, you sit down on your favorite couch or chair because it's comfortable. Oh, this feels good. That's dayan. Okay? And atachie means I meet you. So dayan atachie is nice to meet you. Okay? And now look at the answer. A guy would say how, a woman would say huh. And in informal tiosh by way of speaking, a man might say huh too. Okay? It doesn't mean that he's talking like a woman. Okay? It just means that it's an informal setting, a comfortable setting, and friendship is being extended to one another. So a man could say huh in this situation, all right? But if it's formal, he would say how, okay? And women say huh, all right? Now, let's continue on with the sentence. Mije atayan atachie. It's literally me too, nice to meet you. But technically, it's like nice to meet you too, okay? So that's the sentences. Let me go through it again. Just repeat after me. Say your name. Okay? When I say David, you say your name. All right? And choose somebody you're talking to. Maybe you're sitting beside somebody. Call their name. Or if you're alone watching this video, whoever you have a big crush on, say their name. Hey. Whoever you're secretly in love with, say their name. There's a reason why. Yeah, I'm being funny, but I'm also being serious, and I'll say a little bit at the end, okay? I'll explain that. But choose a name, okay? And then say emachiapi, that you are pretending here, okay? Because we're just going to go through this alone first, and then I will dialogue with you. Let's say the words first, okay? How about that? All right, let's go just through the Lakota words. Emachiapi. Na. Dag. Inichiab. Men only. Ho. Next one is going to be for women. And if you're a man, you want to say this for the informal occasion, then say it too. He. Try it again. Repeat after me, please. Emachiapi. Na. Dag. Enichiab. Men only. Ho. Women only. He. Okay? So now, say your name when I say my name. Okay? So let's start now. David Emachiapi. Na dag enichiab he. Okay, good. Now, for the men, if you want to choose to speak in a formal way, say huo, okay? So let's do this for the men who wish to keep things formal. Nataginichab huo. Listen to the melody. Da 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 da. Follow how I say it, okay? Now I am going to choose to extend friendship. So I'm going to say he in this video for whenever I ask a question, all right? So everybody repeat after me. Natag inichiab he. Listen to the music, I'll say it slower. Natag inichiab he. One more time. Natag inichiab he. When you're asking a question, most of the time, it's like you start out, whatever your tone of voice is, towards the middle of the sentence, you go up a little bit. Then before you say the he or huo, you come down in the music, in the tone of your voice. And then right at the end, you come up. So listen how I do that. Na daganichiab he. See where I said he? I came up. Now, this is really important, the music of the language. I've heard another video, and I don't mean to put them down, but what they did was wrong. They said the words correctly. These were very young people, and I admire them. I applaud them for their effort of what they're doing, but they don't have the music correct. So the young lady was saying, Nataginichiab he? Every question was da 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 da. See, it just stayed one tone, and at the end it jumped up high. Da 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 he. Da 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 he. Da 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 he. It sounded funny after a while, yeah. So you have to really pay attention to the music. Da 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 da. You see how I did that? Da. It's really important. I know it sounds funny. Practice that, yeah? Nataganichab he. Like that, okay? And then choose a name and then say Emachiapi. Emachiapi. Repeat after me, please. Washte. Danyan. Atachie. Okay? Really practice that danyan because you're going to use that a lot. And washte too. Now, sometimes you'll hear people say washte. This is incorrect. We do not have the A sound in Lakota. It's washte. Danyan. Atachie. Really try to say it as closely as you can to the way I do. Now, when you see the text on the screen, you see lines over the T's and circles over the C's, or sometimes a line over the C, a line over the P. Don't worry about those yet, okay? I want you to start talking first. This is really important. First, we talk. Then we'll say a little bit about these marks. Okay, but let's talk first. All right? Then we'll say about the marks, and then later on we'll talk a little bit about grammar. But let's talk. The most important thing when you're learning a language is learning how to talk. A lot of Lakota teachers today, what I've witnessed when I was still living on the reservation and I visited a lot of classrooms, is they spend too much time on learning lists of words, numbers, colors, clothes, days of the week, the months. This is not speaking Lakota. Absolutely not. What are you going to do? Go down the street and say, Monday, Tuesday, horse, dress. Is that what you're going to do? You know, nobody does that. You have to learn how to talk and then worry about the words a little next, yeah, after that. But let's talk, all right? That's my focus, is talking, okay? All right. So, again, repeat after me. This time I'll say the sentences, okay? Washte, dayan atachie. Listen to the music. Washte, dayan atachie. That means it's good. Nice to meet you. And then the answer, again, if you're a man or male-minded, I should say, you want to keep this in the formal way, then you can choose to say how. If you want to keep it in the informal, friendly atmosphere kind of situation, then men say han. All right? I will say it both ways. How? Mij dayan atachie. Okay, let's try it again. For men who want to say this in a formal way, how? Mij dayan atachie. Okay, very good. Now for the men who want to keep this in the informal way, and all women, repeat after me, please. Huh. Mij dayan atachie. One more time. Huh. Mij dayan atachie. Okay. Mij is me too. Okay. That's an easy one to learn. Yeah, if somebody says, "He's, I'm really hungry," you can say, "Mij." Could say Misha to everything. He's, I really like you. Misha. I'm just kidding. Okay, now let's dialogue. All right? I will say the lines 1 and 3. You answer me with lines 2 and 4. Okay? So I'm going to say David Omachi natagani he. You say your name and then Omachi. Okay? When you answer. Then I will say Washte dayan atachie. And then you answer me by choosing the word you want, either how or ha. For men, I mean. If for men who want to keep this formal, choose how. For men who want to keep this informal, and for all women, say ha. Mij dayan atachie. Okay? So let's just practice with the first two. Just the first two lines. Alright? So all you have to say is your name and Omachi. Okay? I should say that really slow. Omachi. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to ask the question and then you answer with your name and then Emachiapi. All right? Okay. Here we go. David Emachiapi. Natagnichab he. Very good. One more time. David Emachiapi. Natagnichab he. Very, very good. Now, that was not a repeat after me. You're supposed to say your name, yeah? Your name and then Emachiapi. You're saying line 2. All right? Now, let's switch it around. Okay? Now, you say your name and ask me Natagnichab he. Okay? So, start now. David Emachiapi. Okay. Very good. Let's try it one more time. Again, say your name and then say the rest of that first sentence. Okay, here we go. Now. David Emachiapi. Very good. Okay, now let's practice the next 2 lines. I will say the 3rd line, you say the 4th. Okay, here we go. Washte, dayan atachie. Very good. So you're saying the 4th one. For men who want to keep this formal, say how. For men who want to keep this informal, and all women, you say huh. All right? Let's try it one more time. You say the 4th line, I will say the 3rd line. Washte, dayan atachie. Very good. One more time. Washte, dayan atachie. All right. Very, very good. Now let's go through the whole thing. I'm going to say the lines 1 and 3, and you answer me with lines 2 and 4. Okay? So I will be silent so you can say your name and Emachiapi, and then I will say Washte, Dayan Atachie, then you answer with either how or huh, and Mij'e Dayan Atachie. Okay? All right. So here we go. David Emachiapi. Natagnichab he. Washte. Dayan Atachie. Very good. One more time. David Emachiapi. Natagnichab he. Washte. Dayan Atachie. Very good. Very, very, very good. Now let's switch it around. You are going to say the 1st line and the 3rd line, and I will say the 2nd and 4th line. All right? So you say your name and then continue with the sentence, and then I answer you. Then keep it going. All right? So start now. David Emachiapi. Ha, Mij'e Dayan Atachie. Very, very good. One more time. Start now. David Emachiapi. Ha, Mij'e Dayan Atachie. Very, very cool. See? You're learning how to talk here. Pat yourself on the back if you can. Some of us made big commodity investments with our bodies, and takes us a little bit longer to pat ourselves on the back. I'm just kidding. I'm telling on myself. Yeah? Okay, let me say a little cultural thing here. Sometimes I'll do that on these mini lessons. When I said earlier about talking to somebody, if you're practicing alone, I said make up a person's name and put that in the second sentence here. So you're pretending talking to somebody. In the Lakota tradition, there is a way to visualize things using words. So I don't know if that would be called a vocalization, maybe instead, or vocal visualization or something like that. I don't know the technical word. But in love songs, when a person is singing about the one that they are in love with, but they're, kind of shy in to get that other person's attention. When they sing love songs, they sing as if they're the person they're in love with. They sing as if they're that person. And then they pretend that that person is in love with them in the song. So, for example, let's choose somebody famous and who's not a vegan here. I'm just kidding. No, let's say that I have the hots for what singer is out there that's really famous that everybody knows. So you know who I'm talking about. In my book, I use Shania Twain. Well, let's use her for an example. So in my song, I will pretend that I'm Shania Twain. And in the song, Shania is singing, "Oh, I just love David. I love the way he talks. I love his voice and the way he laughs." See, I'm the one singing the song, but in the song, I'm pretending to be Shania Twain, who's singing about me. Do you see what I mean? It's like a wishful thinking, but in Lakota tradition, you better be careful with that because you're doing a visual. You're trying to influence that other person to fall in love with you. And that might not be a good thing. So if I'm visualizing that Shania Twain would fall in love with me, that's not a good thing because she's a vegan and I eat meat. So I'm going to Burger King alone. Oh shoot. I'm just being silly, but that's how that works. Yeah? So in love songs, I will talk about those things in these lessons too, okay? I'll just introduce it now, and maybe in another lesson we will learn how to sing a love song. How about that? Okay? We'll do that in the future. So, in a love song, when you hear these men and they're holding a hand drum, and sometimes you hear them, a lot of them start out with dearie, it's not a Lakota word because we don't have the R sound. It's an English word, dearie, yeah. Or a lot of them, they will say jephanshi or stjephanshi. Both words are correct. That's a woman's word when she is talking to her female cousin. You can either say jephanshi or stjephanshi. Either word is correct. Some people will say, "Oh, that's the Cheyenne River way. Oh, that's the Pine Ridge way." No, 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 no. In this situation, both words are correct. Okay? So that's from what I was talking about in the earlier video too, addressing each other as kinship terms instead of names. So a lot of songs men will be singing Jephanshi and whatever. But see, a man doesn't say Jephanshi for his female cousin. A man says Hangashi. But in a love song, he's saying Jephanshi. And the reason why is because he's pretending to be the woman that he's in love with. Yeah? Like I said with earlier, yeah, I was pretending that I'm Shania Twain, and Shania Twain is singing, "Oh, I just love David Little Elk and everything about him." Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a type of visualization using your voice. That's why I said I don't think visualization is the right word, but we know what a visualization is. Yeah, when you are setting a goal or whatever, and you would like to achieve something, and so you take time of the day, any time to visualize as if you already are there or have it or whatever it is. You just do that for a few seconds and then come back to the present moment. Because when you do that, there's something, an energy from the future comes into your brain and kind of influences things to go in that direction. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get it, but you're going to get something. That's why you have to be careful, because what you wish for might not really be what's right for you. You see what I mean? And you'll make your life more miserable than you think it is. You see how that works? You have to be really careful. It's supposed to be realistic. Don't be visualizing that, okay, I want to be a Wonder Woman and have an invisible jet. Do you see what I mean? Be realistic and healthy. Make it a healthy visualization. And you have to be careful about that, because sometimes you're doing this with your voice and you don't even know it. Like when you go around saying, geez, I'm just funny looking and nobody wants to hang around me. And see, this is a type of visual vocalization too. And it definitely will be that way. Yeah. So yeah, always be careful with in your visualizations. Just a little side note here, okay? I have a whole video on that. In the YouTube search box, just type David Little Elk visualization or something like that, and it should come. Or love songs. I have a video on love songs, and you can learn more about that there. All right? All right, very good. So, yeah, thank you for listening to this, and we'll see you in the next lesson, okay? And as I said before, and it's good to say again because it's very true, in the Lakota way, time is spherical, or some people will say cyclical or circular. That's why we don't have a word for goodbye. We come around again. From the side, from the up, from the down, from backwards, as time goes all kinds of ways in the Lakota way. So we don't have a word for goodbye. So instead we say until next time, which in Lakota is Doksha Ake. If you would like more information regarding my Lakota language book that also comes with CDs, you see the cover of it on the screen now. Also click on the links in the description and you will see a link that says for more information on my books, and you see that it's an eBay link. You can purchase my books on eBay, and the Lakota language book is available in English, French, Spanish, and German. Thank you very much.